in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ezukama. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Shelton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Kick is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense changing the play. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Sooners with the 1st and 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And listen, if I have a playmaker, a running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a gap, it's Payne. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He breaks a tackle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Sooner. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ezukama. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught close to the marker. It's Shelton. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to throw on first down. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Downs. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
And he's still running after the move. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Quick release by the QB. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Fortitude.
4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, you go get some water and so.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The sure hands, it's Shelton. Jumped on top of the pile. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Punts it out of the air. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
One more snap coming before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Bust through behind his pad. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Got his man quickly. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Firing to the right, complete. And into the end zone. He was walking his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Shelton. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shelton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Makes the grab. It's Shelton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll throw on third down. Dances away. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game. No need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now up.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Direct snap. Finds a little space. Fouls through the defense. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Finds a crease at the 20. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun. He's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order from the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Nevada. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ezukama. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Just keep doing that. We're going to win the game. And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Shelton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. 35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.